Real talk, if you're thinking about moving to the Treasure Valley and you've heard everybody talk about Boise, or maybe you've seen our videos of Eagle, there's one more city that you're missing out on. It's got new neighborhoods, great schools, and lots of shopping. It's Meridian. Today in this video, I'm going to break down 5 pros as well as 5 cons for Meridian, Idaho. You're not going to want to miss number 5 for the cons. I'm also going to be sharing personal experience as well as real client stories. You're not going to hear this anywhere else, so stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. And if you're new here, my name is Amanda Wellman. And on this channel, we give the unfiltered truth of what it's like to live in the Treasure Valley, especially Eagle and the surrounding areas. Now, if you haven't seen our Eagle deep dive, I'm going to link it down below. Eagle is like the grandfather with the old money charm, classic, beautiful horse sprawling properties. And Meridian, well, Meridian is like the nephew who started a tech company and wants everything delivered in 30 minutes. Convenience is everything to him. Same family, totally different vibes. Meridian isn't Boise's sidekick. It's actually the second largest city here in the Treasure Valley. Meridian is a powerhouse on its own. It is the hub for healthcare, restaurants, businesses, and so much more. Knowing Meridian is crucial because it is the top contender for most people. So Meridian promises a pretty good lifestyle here, and I'll contest to that because I do live here in Meridian as well, and I love being here. Now, if you're thinking about Meridian, keep watching because you're going to want to know what you're in for. Well, let's dive in. Pro number 1, amenities and convenience. Meridian is the retail and service king of the Treasure Valley. We have every grocery store that you could think of that is locally in Idaho here in Meridian. We also have Target, Costco. We've got the Village at Meridian, which is an outdoor shopping center. It has all kinds of entertainment from bowling to movie theaters, as well as retail spaces and restaurants. And it is just expanding even more this year. So very exciting about that. We also have the Health Hub. So you've got St. Luke's, which is a main hospital here located in Central Meridian, and plenty of specialized clinics for all your needs. One time I actually had clients who were coming from Southern California, and when we were touring homes in Meridian, the one thing they kept asking me was, how far away are we from a Target? And now they have 3 children, so they need to be located close to a Target because that's where they get all their essentials. And I was like, don't worry, you are about 10 to 15 minutes away from a Target. And we're also opening up another one on one of the major intersections off the freeway. So you really are going to be very conveniently located if that's something that's important to you and your family. Pro number 2, family-centric and top-rated schools. We have more than 30 parks just here locally in Meridian. I mean, there is Settlers Park, which is one of our largest parks that we have here, and it's even expanding even more, if you could believe it. We have all kinds of youth organizations for sports, from soccer to baseball to basketball. I mean, you name it. Your kid's in a sport, we have it covered. For schools, we have the West Ada School District, which is the largest and the most top-rated in all of Idaho. It is housed to Rocky Mountain High School, as well as plenty of charter schools right here in Meridian. We also have a good amount of private options as well, if that's something that you and your family are interested in. For my family and I, we moved here when my son was only 10 months old. So eventually we knew he was going to go off to school. So we wanted to be located somewhere where the top schools were so that we didn't have to drive too far to get to them. As well as we wanted to be in a place that the community was really connected with sports. That is something that is big in our family, and having all these sports complexes and communities for that and our children has been so wonderful. Pro tip number 3, economic growth and job proximity. Meridian is the house to main big corporate companies like Micron, St. Luke's, Sensi, all are housed here in Meridian, plus plenty of other corporate businesses as well as retail spaces. So if you did need to commute to Boise, it's about a 20-minute commute from Meridian. Now that's not taking traffic into account, so depending on what time you have to leave, you might have to add another 15 minutes to your commute. Now, the growth that we're seeing here in Meridian, it has been giving even more opportunity for more businesses to blossom and grow and open, so even more opportunity to come. That was also another reason why we chose Meridian. It's because my job personally, when I first moved here, was located in Meridian. So it just made sense for me to be close in proximity for my job. And that way I had more time with my family. Pro number 4, new construction and modern neighborhoods. If you love the smell of a new home, then Meridian is probably for you. We have master plan communities that are being built as we speak, multiple of them. We've got in these communities modern homes, traditional homes, energy efficient homes, the different kinds of layouts that you like, from contemporary to open to traditional, you name it, we've got it. We also, within these modern neighborhood communities, there are walking trails, there's bike trails, there's parks, and most of them do include a pool or a clubhouse. So many of these come with incredible amenities. And if you are a pickleball fan, some of them even have pickleball courts as well. When you're buying a new construction home here in Meridian, you can actually, they're mostly semi-custom. So you still have time to choose the finishes that you want. Maybe not all of them because it is semi-custom. However, your price tag is not going to be as high as a fully custom home in Eagle. So you've got that going for you. And you still get to have your own personal touches. One of my previous clients actually was a really sweet retired couple, and they had me look through all of these pre-existing homes here in Meridian. Now, most of them were 20 to 30 years old, so they did need a little bit of fixing up. And they also were looking for an RV garage and certain other elements that they just wanted in their home. And I knew that the new construction is probably the best bet for them. And so after a while, we finally got to start looking at new construction. And sure enough, it was exactly what they wanted. They got all of their check boxes all checked off for their RV garage, for the space, the extra space in their other garage, all the things that they were looking for. And they even got to have some sort of semi-custom options selected as well. So they were very happy, and I know that they are just so in love with our house. And it was everything that they were asking for. Pro number 5, community events and high vibes. Meridian always has something going on. All throughout the year, there is plenty of community events to be had. We are always looking to bring people together, and it is so fun. We've got in the summer our farmers markets, which is Monday nights and Saturdays. We have Victory Gardens host all kinds of events throughout the year. They've got chili cook-offs, they have a Mother's Day event, and then we've got movies in the park at Settlers Park, so you could bring your family or friends, picnic blankets, food. It is so much fun. And then in the winter time, we've got the drive-through light show, as well as Sensi puts on a full light walk. I mean, it is so amazing. Get your hot chocolate and go and walk all night, like not all night, but a couple hours through the lights. It is magical. I mean, where I came from, there was some community events, and I would say growing up, there was a lot more, and that's kind of like what it feels like here. More like when I was growing up in the 90s, that's what it feels like. It's just like everybody wants to like get to know you. Everyone wants to like be friends, or at least just do things together as a community. And I was like really craving that where we were, being in a big city. It just didn't feel as connected with other people. And so coming here we knew that community was extremely important for our family. And that has been, I mean, they have blown our expectations out of the water. We love getting to just meet new people and also take our family and our extended family and just going to all these events together with friends. It has been so fun for our kids to grow up and get to enjoy that with us as well. Okay, now on to cons. Con number 1, traffic and congestion. And this is a good one for a reason. Eagle, which is like our main artery, one of the main roads where you find all of the shopping in the village, that if you hit it just during peak time, it can feel like a parking lot. Now, infrastructure is also another thing. We do have such a rapid growth that we just haven't caught up with our infrastructure. This is something that I knew because I asked when we were moving here. However, there are projects that are constantly being made currently to improve our infrastructure. It is going to take time though to catch up with all the growth that is happening. So pro tip, if you want to go run some errands, don't do it at 5 p.m. Try doing it at 10 a.m. You won't have as much problems. Con number 2 is rapid growing pains. With growing amenities comes lots of growing pains. And sometimes it could feel like construction is everywhere. With new roads, new neighborhoods, new strip malls being built, it is like you're in a perpetual work zone. However, when the new roads are going to be done, it is going to be fabulous. It just does feel like you're in a construction zone for most of the time right now. Also, there is a little bit of overcrowding. So when it comes to going to the DMV or the library or parks, it can feel a bit crowded at times. Now we're slowly slipping away from the more rural feel, and it is becoming more crowded than usual. Now, also with the growth comes overcrowding in schools. So we do have wonderful schools. However, with all of the new neighborhoods that are being built, your child could be moved to a different school just because of the overcrowding. There's also, I felt that, side note, I did feel that because my son, when he was in preschool, went to 2 different preschools because of the overcrowding, as a side note. Then the growth does bring competition. So if you are looking to get into a charter school, there is a lot more competition when it comes to that. However, there's a lot of private options, and your kid is still going to be in a great school regardless. Con number 3 is less established character and mature landscaping. Especially compared to Eagle or Boise, Meridian is going to feel new. Especially with all the new neighborhoods that are being built, the new strip malls, everything is going to feel new and not that old heritage, cozy, traditional vibes that you would get at the other cities. Now, we are known as the tree canopy, especially Boise is the city of trees. So it took about 20 plus years to have all that mature landscaping, which you will see when you do go to Eagle or Boise. You'll have the tree-lined streets. It will feel like just so mature and just beautiful. And Meridian eventually will get there, but it's going to take about 15, 20 years with all of these new areas being built for any of that mature landscaping to be had. And then there's like a lack thereof. There's no real historic charm like there is in the other cities, since like I said, Meridian does feel a bit more new. So you are going to have not as much heritage or that historic downtown feel that you would at the other cities. I actually had clients who were looking in Meridian specifically for the reason of being conveniently located for schools and restaurants and groceries. They really wanted their family to be conveniently located. However, they just felt like they were missing that mature landscaping. They just pictured when they moved here to live in a place with tree-lined streets and a little bit more of a historic feel to it. And so they ended up choosing Eagle for that reason. Now, Meridian is not going to be for everyone as we go through these cons. However, if you do feel like you want the newer home, you want a little bit more of a modern living, then Meridian's probably going to be up your alley. Con number 4 is property taxes. Now, this is a financial consideration. With all the city services and the amazing parks that are being built, the new neighborhoods, comes higher property taxes. Now, in most areas in Ada County, Meridian does have a little bit higher property taxes than others. So that $600,000 house might be a couple $100 extra versus other cities. However, Idaho in general is a lot lower than most states as far as property taxes go. Con number 5 is that anywhere in the US feel, and I know this is subjective, but it matters to most people who are looking to move to Idaho. They want to move to Idaho to have that Idaho feel, that more rural. Like, I know when I moved here, I thought, oh my gosh, it's probably a bunch of farmlands and all kinds of potatoes, right? Jokes aside. But there is that want of that rural, old, historic charm that Idaho does have to offer, compared to most other cities. However, in Meridian, because most of it is very new, it's gonna feel like other places in the US, especially with the new subdivisions and all of that happening. It can just feel a little bit the same. Same strip malls, same restaurants, same, architecture to the new construction. However, with that said, there still is charm. You're still going to get areas, and if you drive, into Eagle or you drive to Boise, you're going to get that more Idaho specific feel. Just in Meridian, it's going to feel a little bit more like anywhere in the US. Now, are you Team Meridian or Team Eagle after watching this? What is the biggest question that you have about the move? Drop it in the comments below. I read every comment and I'll do my best to answer. If this video is helpful, smash the like button and subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos, because you never know, we might be comparing Meridian to another city. And share this with anyone who you know is thinking of moving here. Thanks for watching, and remember, whether it's Eagle, Meridian, or anywhere else, your perfect Idaho home is out there, and we're here to help. See you in the next video.